Turns out, if we play on the front foot, not a bad football team. Not a bad football team at all. Got Zwickau in 5 days' time, and they are in the relegation zone. So we have the opportunity to put together a real run of form here again if we can. I am actually going to do that and change to attacking. I'll leave shoot on sight on for now. Now Selga, he's playing with protective gear. That's the phrase I was looking for. He's playing with protective gear, so he should be able to play on and not have too many issues. Talig is still not fit, but I mean, again, you don't change a winning side, and the way that they played in that second half was absolutely superb. So we can do that for a full 90. Show me what you can do to keep our run going. If we can keep that going for a full 90, then we might be in business. We might very well be in business. Thank you for the bits, Ryan. Thinking about getting a laptop to play FM instead of on Xbox. Would it matter the specs to play FM, or would it be able to play most saves without issue? I mean, it's like, check the Steam page for the recommended requirements. You'll see minimum requirements and recommended. If you get something that's about recommended, even if it's slightly under, then you know you'll be perfectly fine. We're currently, if we draw this, we're 5 points off the relegation zone. If we win, we'll be on 28 points and be 7 points off the relegation zone. If we lose, then we'll still be just 4 points off the relegation zone. Oh, that's a nice ball, though. That's a lovely goal. Stauder with the vision to find Biancadi at the back post. Great breakaway goal. We'll take that. 1-0 up. And Stauder, it's great to have him back in the side. He's got 3 to aim for, and he's picked out the right man. And that's what you want. Someone that makes the right decision at the right time. That is a game-changing goal, or a game-changing trait to have in a player. I mean, where our defensive positioning has gone there, I have absolutely no idea. What on earth was that? There was no defensive shape whatsoever. Show me a replay of that. From their goalkeeper, lofted forward, and then I've got nothing. Nothing. Just nothing. No defensive shape whatsoever. They're level, and they really don't deserve that. That's a good ball. Get there, Stauder. Deliver a good cross, please. You got the match support there from Neudecker. Oh, the keeper's missed it. The keeper makes a mistake. Mistakes all round in this one, and we lead again. Lovely ball by Salga. Okay, that's a relief. To get back in front is definitely a relief. I thought he'd overplayed that, but he keeps it in well. Digs out the cross, and the keeper just makes a mistake. Misjudges the flight of it. Biancadi has his second of the game. There's still half an hour to play here. Again, where is the defence? Where is the defence? What's happened to our defensive shape? Their runners are running in behind, and the defenders are just watching them. Again, thank you, Kane, for the 4th month. It's just a random lobbed ball, and everybody stands and watches. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. An hour played, 2-2. Again, though, we've created loads of chances. We don't have a genuinely impressive striker at the club. That should be one of the first ports of call in the transfer window when we know if we've got some money to spend. If we get a proper... because I'm going to say that as Moulders gives us the win. If we get a properly effective goal scorer that can put these chances away more regularly than we are, then we'll be a very capable side. If we'll be just as creative but more clinical, then that's the difference. That's what we're missing at the minute, is that clinical finish. Because, again, XG is flying. Chances are flying. We've just not been good defensively enough. Been good enough defensively in that one. That's a shame. That's frustrating. That was a good chance to really pull away from the relegation zone there. Alright, this is going to be a real test. VfB Lübeck are right above us in the league. And I can say avenge because we lost the last game against them, apparently. We are away. But we should have won that last game. We should have beaten Zwickau, and I'm frustrated that we didn't. So if we can bounce back with a victory here away from home, it will move us above Lübeck in the league, and it, in theory, provided other results go away, pull us further away from the relegation zone as well. Try Neudecker and Dressel the other way around, and hopefully it works. Stauder, good save at the near post by Raider to begin the game in the first 2 minutes. Neudecker with the corner. Oh, Erdmann off the bar. Got to it really well. We don't score many corners in FM, but that was close. That was very close. We've got Rostock next, who are, well, now second as they're winning 2-0 against Very. Or Vel, sorry, Fel. We're having a very, very good first half, though. They are yet to have a shot. It's ball out by Moulders. Target man, supportive target man hasn't really worked that well for him so far in this game. Neudecker to Vine. Into Moulders. Nice ball around the corner, though. That's well worked. Oh, cracked off the post. Cracked off the post. Excellently worked move. Let's change it to work into the box. Options on the left. It's a loose pass. It's poor. Expect better. Expect better. That's excellent distribution. And a wonderful ball to Rosa, who's in behind Steinhardt. And surely we'll make this 1-0 on a brilliant save by Hiller. It's going to be back-to-back frustrating draws. I just need to gain a bit more respect from the players. Once we can do that, then they should start playing better and we'll kick on. Frustrating back-to-back draws. We should have picked up 2 victories there. We should have picked up 2 victories there. So we should be 4 points better off than we are. And if we were 4 points better off than we were, then we'd be in 11th and just 1 point off Magdeburg. Although they do have a game still to play. Right, Hansa Rostock are 2nd or 3rd in the league, chasing automatic promotion. But for some reason, we are favourites. They're in, well, they haven't been in good form. At 14th place in the form table. I'll say all the best, have fun. And apparently that's demotivated someone. I can tell the difference between a squad that respects you and a squad that doesn't. It is going to take quite the undertaking to try and get them to trust me as a manager and play for me as a manager. But the club are in a better position than they were when I took over. So for the time being, that's working in our favour. We are playing some good football. Again, we've started on the front foot with more chances. Put them in the back of the fucking net, lads, eh? Jesus Louise. Our chances can't have been that good because both highlights so far have been at this end of the field. Oh, he's won that well. Oh, that's a great goal. Foot through it from Tirpitz. Ah, yikes. Yikes. Lovely knockdown. And then, well, you don't stop those. That is a rocket. Right? Not the start we're at. I say the start. We're half an hour in and we've had nearly 10 chances. We haven't seen any of them on camera. Again. Have we even seen a highlight of a chance for us yet? Or has it all been them? Despite 15 efforts. Heavy touch by Stauder, but he made it work. Challenge. Neudecker's in though. That'll do! That'll do every single time! Keanu Stauder with a thunderbolt. Top right-hand corner. Whipped beautifully. Replay, please. Thank you very much. That's a cracking goal. Moulders into him. Takes a touch. Picks his spot. Smacks it tops. Happy Noid is back again. Annoyingly, Saarbrücken are winning their game by 4-1 against Unterhaching. So they're going to be in top spirits. It's not what we need when we're about to travel away to them. It's getting a bit end-to-end now. Don't give a pen there! Oh, my lord, he's quite clearly won the ball. Everybody's frustrated and furious. Not sure they deserve that. Everybody's angry, in fact. 21 shots. 21 shots. We just don't score enough goals. Chance creation is absolutely not a problem. But converting those chances definitely is. Saarbrücken winning 5-1. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's not good enough or even close to it, I'm afraid. Ball confidence isn't an issue, Dynamo. Ball confidence isn't an issue. With regards to club vision, they're pleased that we're where we are in the league. Although they are frustrated, disappointed with my control over wages. But to be fair, they were already over budget when I joined. They were already over budget when I joined, and I had to offer 2 of our best players contract extensions, and they wanted more money. So to keep our best players at the club, I've had to spend some extra money. I haven't asked actually about the coaching course. That is absolutely something I could do. Absolutely something we should look to crack on with. Whilst we appreciate that it's a very valid thing to want to do, we fear that bettering yourself could lead to a bigger club coming in for your services. Therefore, we're inclined to say no. Beneficial for the club. No, we're not going to be able to take a coaching course. Not yet. Yeah, at the end of the season might be a good option. This element might be a good option. Once we've proven that we've done what the board wanted of us in this first season, then they might be more willing to let me go. Saarbrücken are rock bottom of the table, but won their last game by 5 goals to 1. So yes, they're underperforming, but they just got a brilliant victory. So they're going to be in high spirits here, and this is not going to be easy, despite the way that the table looks right now. We're in indifferent form as well. Yes, Taj, these videos or these streams will be going onto the second channel starting tomorrow. I'll put the link to ChesnoidPlays in the chat for you there. The streams are starting to go up on the second channel as of tomorrow in edited highlight form. Challenge, 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 challenge. Don't just let him run. Wait, I'm waiting for an absolute rocket. Or a pinpoint through ball. The rocket came, but thankfully it went wide. I've had 10 shots, but none on target. Someone put the ball in the back of the blooming net, please. Hopefully that offensive change will make the difference. But I'm not overly confident at the minute. If you have 11... I mean, again, I feel like I'm going on and on and on about the same point at the minute, but we are creating chances, but we cannot score goals. 12 shots, but none on target. Drawing games we should win, losing games we should get a point from. So much potential in this team, but we haven't unlocked it yet. I think all I need is a clinical finisher. All I need is a clinical finisher, and this side will start to tick. But we haven't got the money to bring in that finisher. Now, Unterhaching, the next side that we play, Unterhaching are the side that our previous opponents just battered by 5 goals to 0. 5 goals to 1 even. So we should be able to get a decent result in this next one. So if we have a look at the schedule, I mean, it's improved a lot since we took over. But that should have been a win. That should have been a win. That should have been a draw, and that should have been a win. You want to buy FM, but the detail overwhelms you, Nicola. Honestly, it looks overwhelming, but once you're actually doing it for yourself, it makes perfect sense, and it's really not that overwhelming. Once you're able to play at your own pace, rather than watching someone that knows what they're doing bounce from menu to menu to menu, it's a lot easier to manage, and you'll pick it up in no time. I promise you. If you enjoy career mode, you absolutely will love. Oh, Neudeck out for 2 weeks. Christ. Not what I needed. Not what I needed. I don't know as I've lost the support of the players. Can you lose something if you've never had it in the first place? I don't think so. What I said in that press conference worked, like improved the players' morale slightly, though, which is good news. Maybe I need to hold a team meeting, but I don't know if they'd even react well to a team meeting. Thank you for the follow, Kajuro. Welcome to the channel, mate. I want to play... I'm kind of tempted to play Stauder Central. Let's try those two that way around. It's not the most obvious of differences, but it might have a bit more of an impact with Stauder Central. Let's try it. Try and get a decent response out of them in the pre-match team talk. See if how okay, nothing. They really don't like me, these players, do they? They really don't like me at all. They just sit there, just emotionless when I give a team talk. 3 draws in the last 4 games. 4 defeats in the last 5 games for Unterhaching. They are not having a fun time right now. If there was ever a game that we should win, then surely it has to be this one. Saarbrücken may have been bottom, but they were on the back of a morale-boosting hammering of someone else. I just want to get back to winning ways. We haven't won in 4. I don't want to make that 5 here. I don't want to make that 5. Big alcohol. Oh, that's a great delivery. They should have buried that. They've had a couple of good chances in the opening 1 minute, sorry. Corners! Getting flashbacks to the stream of showdown. Flashbacks to Clates. Unterhaching. He's just got the run on 3 men. He's got the run on 3 men there, Stella. Set to attacking, and we had 27% possession in the opening few minutes. Go on, Lex, get there. Now send him through. We're fortunate, but we'll take it. We are fortunate, but we'll take it. I'll encourage them. It's a great run by Lex. I needed that rebound. I thought he should have played the ball through, but he didn't. He just drove continually around the outside, and turns out moving him to the left-hand side may have been an inspired decision. Staler in behind. Oh, what a save. Brilliant stop by the goalkeeper to tip that onto the bar. Biancadi's been a bit quiet of late, out on the right-hand side. Lex on the counter now. Can we do something at the other end? Stauder. We nearly do something at the other end. I mean, do I need to say it again? Chance creation. So we've been the better. How are you demotivated by me telling you that you've been the better team? Don't understand the mindset of some of these players, you know. Right. Recycle possession. Come on. That's a lovely... Well, it was a lovely ball, but nobody decided they wanted to actually get on the end of it for some reason. Come on, lads. Please. Thanks for the follow, Trashman DK. Welcome to the channel, my man. Up we go, up we go, up we go. Ref, there's a push. Pen given. Salgo flops to the floor, and we have something from the spot. Please, Mulders, please. Please, Mulders, please. Yo! Tor! Tor! 1860 München! Tor! Yes! It's what we need! It's what we need! I don't care if it has to come from the spot and not open play. Give me goals, please! Christ! Back to positive we go. Oh, God. That's a great ball. Mulders! Hat-trick! Sasha! That should be game done and dusted. Oh, I needed this. I needed this so much. A rebound, a pen, and a great header. Lovely floated ball over, and Mulders gets on the end of it. At last! You are not wrong, Rudy. At last is definitely the feeling from me as a manager here. It's definitely onside, and the weight of pass is perfection. And breathe a sigh of relief. Puts us within touching distance of Wiesbaden in 10th, although goal difference needs a swing. They've lost 4 of their last 5 Unterhaching, so you'd like to think that in this scenario, their confidence would drain and they're not going to have much fight. But they're showing fight, and they're also showing a large slice of bad luck with a new manager in charge, judging by the article that showed the appointment. He's a former manager as well, coming back to the club. Come on, Dresser, you've got the option out wide. There we go. Bury this Vilsh. Oh, how's he pulled up past the post? XG of 3, although obviously the penalty gives XG a massive boost. I'm just pleased that we've won a game. I think. Well held, Hiller. I'm pleased that we've been able to win a game. Work into the box and be more expressive definitely has worked, though. Still, this highlight continues. Going the wrong way, lads. That way. Actually, as I look on camera, that's me pointing the wrong way. That way. That way. Oh, no! Please, no. Please, no. Please, no. Please, no. Really? A highlight in the 95th minute? Oh, panicking. Panicking, panicking. Please. 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 Ref. Ref, please. Put me out of my misery. I feel very miserable. I'm just waiting for the mistake and then the count. Please, ref, play whistle! I want these 3 points so bad. We need these 3 points so bad. It's still going. Ref. He's wasting time, well. Ref! At least they're listening to my tactics. Yeah! Oh, well done, lads. That's a good win for us. Jeez Louise. I mean, that's good. That's not bad form. Now we've just got 3rd place Duisburg, 9th place Talon, 4th place Dresden, and 8th place Erdingen. We've got 4 really difficult games coming up now, which isn't necessarily what we needed when we needed it, but never mind, eh? For Schön. And I'll take Lang out for Erdmann. I kind of just want them to pick up where we left off, to be honest. Duisburg are chasing automatic promotion. Avenge, lads, avenge. I don't know how well avenging will go, but we can try. Might be an end game for us if we don't get any positive results in this next run of games. Duisburg, 3rd in the table. And almost certainly will carve me apart. So I'm not expecting much from the next few games at all, to be honest. The opening 2 minutes are a sign of what's to come in this fixture. Are you in Ingolstadt? You're on it I'll start it again, shall I? You're in and Ingolstadt save. Got them into the Bundesliga. Nice. Come on, Stouder, find a teammate. Oh, how have we not scored? I don't know how we haven't turned that home there. It's a relatively competitive start from us in this first half. I don't want to say I'm cautiously optimistic, but maybe. Thanks for the follow, Hainsey. Welcome to the channel, mate. That's a lovely ball down the line to Palacios, and he's got options in the middle, and and we've given away a penalty. Yay! Bouadouz buries the penalty. Yay! It said it didn't think it was a foul, but Aziz Bouadouz scores his 18th goal of the season. And we're 1-0 down. Good pen, to be fair. This one we haven't even been creative in. But this Doppelkamp 9. He did a yar. He didn't 9, he did a yar. 2-0. MSV. Duisburg lead by 2-0. And that is questionable from the goalkeeper. Questionable. Ugh. I've given up in this one already, I think. I think I've given up in this one. Not another pen. Another pen. Another pen. Well, same way? Or are you going to be different? You went bottom right last time, bottom left this time. 3-0. Yikes. We're taking a bit of a battering. We're taking a bit of a battering. I don't like it in the slightest. I'm going to shout at them. Oh, now I literally just brought you on, Talig. I brought you on, what, less than a minute ago? Potential knee injury. Oh, wunderbar! Wunderbar! Yay! Within seconds, he's hurt his knee. I think we can safely say this game is a write-off. That was shit, lads. I don't know how else to tell you. But that was dog shite. You must be better. See, this is where the next 3 games are going to be rubbish. Out for 5 to 6 weeks, Talig. Erdman wants... He thinks I was too harsh on the team? What do you mean too harsh on the team? You were awful in that game. I'm just trying to keep him happy, but... that was rough. That was really rough. And it's not going to get any better. It's not going to get any better at all. Wood remains in control despite disappointment. And they're unhappy with all of that as well. Oh, boys, come on. Don't do this to me. We've got 9th, 4th, 7th, before 17th, 14th, 8th, 18th, 5th, 10th, 1st, and 6th. The majority of our games remaining are difficult ones against higher sides. This is not going to go that well for the rest of the season. We'll go with it and see if it works. This is your fault, assistant manager, if we get hammered here. Taking no responsibility for this fixture, none whatsoever. We use the suggested squad from our assistant. I certainly expect to see them play much better. Let's see if they do. Some draws and some defeats, Fermo, is what you've missed. We just took an absolute battering from Duisburg, who are now in 2nd. We did beat Unterhaching by 3-2. Record so far has been alright, to be honest. The record so far has been alright. It's just the players don't respect me at all because I have no experience and a low badge and low previous experience. So it's hard to get much out of them at the minute. It's not the start we needed, though, after 17 minutes, is it really? Yeah, exactly. Getting to the summer and building our own squad. That's the plan. Unfortunately, there isn't much money at the club. The club are in the black with regards their overall... He's offside, surely. The club are in the black with regards their overall financial situation, but we are over wage budget and have 0 transfer budget. And according to the predictions on the finances tab, they are not planning on improving our transfer budget next season either. Show them what we're about in a second. And nobody likes me, so... Oh, when we won our first 2 games, and then when we had a couple of back-to-back victories today as well, I was a bit more positive about this 1860 München job right now, but they're not showing much backbone at the minute. They're not showing much backbone. We're falling away from those above us, and those below are getting scarily close. Yeah, this squad needs revamping a lot. Needs a lot of revamping. But whether we'll have the opportunity to do that, I don't know at the minute. I'll say I'm not happy with it. I can't be happy with it. They reacted well. Most of them reacted well to that. But they still have zero respect for me, which is not helping us at all. There's a very real concern that the players are losing faith in you, and it's imperative that you turn things round soon. So, we've been here 4 months, 3 months, and literally now they've come to talk to me. They're unhappy with it. Things haven't felt right for a while, and there's a real feeling amongst the players that they don't back you anymore and that you've lost the dressing room. I'll raise hands and say... I'm confident that I still have more than enough support from the majority of the squad. I definitely don't. I know that things are bad for me at the minute, but you all have to trust that I can turn it around. I'll need help from you all, though. Get behind me and we can all start heading in the right direction. That's the one I'm leaning towards saying. Well, the only reason I'm struggling here is because my players have let me down. I don't want to go with that because they haven't, really. They've been very good. We just haven't had the luck. I'm going to convincingly say that one. Right. Let's all rally round and give everything we've got to sort this. Outstretched arms. Thank you, guys. Erdman doesn't like me, but bollocks to him. Morale is not good at the club right now, though. This is our first real struggle. Actually, technically, probably our second struggle, isn't it? After the first season at Cambridge and the previous save. But it's rough right now. Thanks for the follow, Hafilax. I don't know as we took on a big club too soon. The tactics, like in a number of the games that we drew, we should have won. But we just lacked that little bit of luck or that clinical finish. Like in so many of these games, we were having over 20 chances. This one against Zwickau, 20 chances. The 0-0 against Lübeck, 14 chances. The 0-0 against Saarbrücken, 14 chances, only 1 on target. The 2-1 defeat against Rostock, 23 chances. I mean, we're doing what we can, but it's just not clicking. Well, I'm not sure why it's not clicking. Doesn't help that we've had injuries and suspensions, and players coming in and out of the side. There are a couple of influential players that have been vocal about their distaste for me, which is not good news. Lex on the left. Sasha Mollers up top. Come on, boys. I need a response from them here, really. I need them to actually show me that they've got a bit of fight in the belly. Ugh, no reaction from the pre-match press conference, pre-match dressing room talk, though. Team talk. With the run of fixtures that we have, I don't know as we're going to get any sort of results that will turn things in our favour as a manager with regards to the state of the squad. But certainly a 1-0 lead here against Dresden from Daniel Vine will go a long way to helping that cause. Brilliant free kick into the top corner. We lead by 1-0. If the players have come to me and said that they are losing faith in me, then a run of bad results, which we undoubtedly will have against higher placed sides. We got Erdingen coming up soon. Victoria Köln at the end of the season. Still got FC Bayern München to play before the end of the season as well. If things keep going as they have been, I don't know if we'll make the end of the season. It might be a harsh introduction to football management here. But play him in. Come on, Moulders. I know you don't have masses of pace, but square it, square it, square it, please. Yours got in anyway! Lex 2-0 final! Tor for 1860 München! He should have squared it. He absolutely should have squared it. Stauder's shot blocked. Lex picks it up. He should have squared it, but he's been able to find the back of the net somehow off the post. As we go 2-0 up, Cambridge go 1-0 down against Harrogate, which is absolutely not what Cambridge United need whatsoever. If we bottle this promotion, it would be the most Cambridge United thing of all time. If we're not reacting quickly to moves like that, then perfection isn't going to happen, is it? Oh, it's a good finish at the near post. It's 2-1, they're back in it. It's 2-1, they're back in it. Oh, we've had a good game. We've had a good game. That early goal from the free kick really set us up well. But we need to ensure that we see it through. A point is still a good result, but if we lose a 2-0 advantage, then that's not going to do much for the... Oh, it's not going to do much for the morale of the side. Let's hold on, please, please. Time waste a bit. Be a bit more disciplined. Play for set pieces. Slow the pace down. We'll drop the defensive line. See it through, please, boys. See it through. We're trying to sit on what we've got. Neudecker's tired. I'm going to make another substitution as well, just to get some more fresh legs on the field. Just to waste some more time. 3 minutes added on. This would be a massive 3 points for us if we can see it through. Which it looks like we will do. Oh, it's a huge result. That's a huge result. That's massive for us. It's absolutely huge. Cambridge now 2-0 down to Harrogate inside 15 minutes. Brilliant. Absolutely superb. Oh, dearie me. As things swing from bad to worse for Cambridge in real life, things might have turned a corner positively for us in the save. Victory was made all the sweeter. Yeah, we'll take that. Pretty bad injury, unfortunately, but I'd rather not talk about it, to be honest, at the moment. How did we deal with that last in the game? I can't remember, actually. Oh, Vilch will be back for the next game, so it's fine. 15 days till the game against Udingen. 15 days. So we've got quite a while to wait. Right, because there's such a wait between now and the next game, that will bring this stream to a close, lads. We'll call it here. Those of you that are watching the YouTube video, thank you very much for watching. That will be all for now. Do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to this ChesnoidPlays channel so you don't miss out on more videos. And follow the Twitch channel on the link in the description to make sure you don't miss out on more streams. That'll be all for the VOD. I'll see you later.